What's up guys, it's BenImparts here. Welcome back to yet another episode of this Cryptid cast series where we break down cryptids, their sightings, their possibilities, what they could or couldn't be and if they could be real or not. And today we have the Agropelter, yet another one of those lumberjack cryptids that has little hints it could be a real thing because stranger creatures have existed, yet on the other hand is so archaic and so ridiculous that I just had to make a video on it. As usual, if you like this video, like, subscribe, hit the bell button, follow me on Instagram and stay tuned for more. The Agropelter. Well, what can I say? What even is the Agropelter? Like I said before, this is one of those lumberjack cryptids that is so bizarre, while actually being kind of believable. On the one hand, it's quirky, idiosyncratic and archaic. On the other hand, much stranger cryptids have existed throughout history, and creatures, making it actually believable in some respects. The Agropelter, which comes from aggressive pelter, is a peevish quadruped, very hostile indeed to foreigners intruding on its land in the woods. It's said to be well known by lumberjacks and people exploring across the woods all over America, but limited to America's northern forests. Somehow, it's claimed that the beast's constant anger is attributed to its diet of hoot owls, high owls and dozy wood. In other words, eating these owls and eating decayed timber actually makes it aggressive. Either because the owl's temperament somehow bleeds into it, or because eating the owls and the rotten timber disagrees with its stomach and makes it grumpy. But either way, somehow, this is the effect. The Agropelter makes its lair at the very top of a tree, in a hollow, and when someone is spotted coming into its area, it aggressively snaps off dead wood and either drops it or hurls it aggressively onto the person below, or pelts them with all kinds of limbs and debris. It's aided in this by the fact that it has long muscular arms, which are immensely strong. In addition, it's able to easily evade any counter trouble because it's an amazing climber. This means that it's safe, even though it always chooses a home close to a frequently travelled tribe, or trail. In fact, it's so effective that it's not only sometimes called the Widowmaker, but it's often not even seen by people, so few even know what it truly looks like. It's said to have a sturdy body, topped by a villainous ape-like countenance, but even that is speculative, because few people have ever gotten a good look at it. However, additional details do include the nest being very roomy, and the pups always being born on February 29th, and always arriving in odd numbers, for whatever the reason is. So what is the Agropelter? Could it be a real creature? Possibly. Much stranger creatures, as we know, have existed throughout history or are alleged to exist. However, we also have to consider the so-called rational explanation. Let's say a woodsman is walking through the forest and he may or may not be a little drunk. Something falls on him, or an animal knocks some debris onto him, he panics, he runs away, he spreads the story around the campfire. Word gets round, exaggerated time and time again until we have the Agropelter. Or let's say maybe he spots a large animal in the trees, or spots another human being, once again under the influence of alcohol. He thinks it's the Agropelter, he panics, or maybe he's already on edge because he's heard stories from other people about the Agropelter, and then word spreads round here, there and everywhere that there's some kind of strange branch-throwing creature. It could also be maybe somehow that an ape's escaped from someone's house, if we're going to be a bit more outlandish, and has thrown branches and bush and debris at people. People have encountered this escaped pet, or maybe even encountered some kind of lesser Bigfoot. And again, the rumours have spread around, maybe based on something genuine that's been absolutely played out of hand. But what do you guys think? Have any of you ever seen the Agropelter? Do any of you know what it is? Have any of you ever known someone who's witnessed it? Please post that in the comments section below and stay tuned for the next episode.